Hi, beauties. So, this is our third attempt at this live. Riza was having some internet connection problems, so I apologize for that. And what we are doing here, why are we doing this live, is to help provide support for this time, whether it's you with your family, whether you're not able to be with your family, you're not able to be with your extended family. Hi, Alex. I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on. So, yes. And hi. Okay. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We're so grateful and we apologize for all the issues. I think it's Riz's Wi-Fi. Welcome back in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hi, Natalie. Oh, thank you. Um, yeah. So thank you so much for your support. I can feel your support and so Riza, do you want to talk about cycles and embodiment?
So, yeah. So connecting with your feminine rhythms, your internal cycles, is so powerful for really owning your, being able to hold up your boundaries and to be able to honor yourself in every phase of your cycle and understanding like what those are so you know how to best prepare and best take care of yourself. We work with the four feminine archetypes, so Yoni Simple School of the Maiden, Mother, and Clone, which follow the four phases of your bleeding cycle, or of a moon cycle, and also in the cycle of a day or of anything. So an event, a family dinner, or a business running or a meeting. And yeah, so it all starts with the maiden. So we'll be going into practices and that shortly. We'll be going into some practices for each element, for each archetype. Um, yeah, it's just so powerful to use these embodiment tools and working with cycles. Um, and it's really potent, powerful message for this time that we are all going through, these unprecedented times in the world, and also this time of being with families, and that can bring up a lot for so many of um, yeah, and it's nothing wrong, bad. I don't know if Jess already talked about this, but it's like your family is, because you're so close, relationships are so close to you. It intends to mirror and up um, the shadows and the triggers even more. So it's an even better time to be super prepared and to have all the tools in your pocket.
Exactly. Yeah. You said that better than I did. And I didn't talk about it in version. So yeah, totally. And
Yeah, did
um,
you want to share a story too, Jessa? That was so powerful.
I shared it. Should I share it again?
Yeah, because I didn't get in this version.
Okay.
And
Well, I just wanted to share a couple things. One is that so before you go into these situations, it's really good to anchor into your body. And so that is why I wanted to offer my AMBA class on Thursday morning for free for all women. So anyone that wants to join, it'll be on Zoom from 7:30 to 9. And it'll be a really beautiful container for you to like come home and inhabit your body before you go and are with your family or with whoever you're going to be this Thanksgiving, and really like anchor into that. So if you want to come to that class for free, just send Yoni Temple School a DM and I'll send you the link for that Zoom. And I'd be honored to move with you. And yeah, and then the family story that I shared was just that it was my sister's birthday recently and we went out to dinner, just the five of us. And we were standing in the parking lot waiting to get seated and we couldn't sit down because my dad was late. And the class is called Embodiment. Embodiment is the training that I'm certified in, and it's a movement form where you go through an elemental journey to come back into your body. So it starts with more guided movement and like fluid feminine yoga. Then it expands into like intuitive movement that comes from your heart, comes from your womb, comes from your body, your authentic desire to move. And we go through all the elements. It's really beautiful. Yeah, I would love to have you there.
We'll post a link to that in our stories afterwards.
Oh, cool. Good idea. And so we were in the parking lot and my dad was late. And this is a family pattern of my dad being late. And I love my family. We're really close. But I could feel the anxiety, the anger, the frustration sort of welling up in my mom and my sister and myself, in our wombs, in our bodies, in our hearts. And just this like, why is he always late? Why is he always late? Right. And the patterning that triggered, it wasn't even just about the fact that he was late that moment. All the times that he had ever been late were like are stored in our body and were being activated. And so I was just like, everyone, like put your hand on your heart, one hand over your womb, and take the deepest breath that you've taken all day. And as you exhale, soften. And do that again. Imagine that you can breathe into your womb, into your heart. Breathe as much as you want. Inhale as long as you desire. Feel the love that you have for these humans that you're with, that are in your blood, in your heart. And exhale, soften, feel the earth supporting you. And it was just that. It was, 30 seconds of a breath in the parking lot, and it just changed the whole evening because he got there and we were all nice versus like you arrive somewhere and everyone's agitated and angry at you, and then it starts off the whole dynamic for the dinner and who wants to be at that dinner. So it was a way of interrupting that patterning, right? And I just posted a video about this that John Weiland talked about. All of our patterns are stored in our body and our brain. And so our neurons are firing. And so especially when you're with your family, you're so used to having these reactions that you've always had. And when you have these tools of your embodiment and your cycle, you can disrupt it. You can look down on yourself from a bird's eye view from the wise woman and be like, oh, let's not do that again. Let's not go down that path. Let's change it. And so we want to give you some tools now to help you throughout your day, throughout the cycle of your day, to help you disrupt those patternings that might come in for you when you're with your family. Hi, welcome, 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 welcome.
That's so amazing, Jess, and so inspiring that you were able to bring that practice in with your family. You were like bold in sharing your medicine, sharing your teaching, and yeah, awesome.
Yeah. And it's not even like, they're not even, yeah, thank you. I won't go into what I was going to go into.
Yeah, it's so simple, like just reminding everyone to breathe, you know? But sometimes when we're with our families, so often we can like hide our light or like, yeah. Yeah. Cool. So we want to mention more what I was talking about with the cycles, that we had a 28-day journey here on Instagram, that we went deeper into the four cycles that we're talking about with the archetypes. And so if you want to go deeper into that, all of that's still on our page. We'll be here for a little time. So if you want to catch up on that, we have practices every day or just during the weekdays for 4 weeks that really go into the 28-day cycle of the arc feminine rhythms of the moon that are the cycle of everything. And so specifically, these are about the cycle of birthing and manifesting and calling in something new. Yeah. So let's start with the maiden. If my connection's good enough, I guess we'll see how long I can hold up on here.
Let us know if you guys have sound issues. Just type a comment or something.
Yeah.
So we know.
Just over if my connection's not good. So in the maiden phase, so the maiden phase is the corresponding, if you're a bleeding woman, to the cycle or right after bleeding. So the post-bleeding phase, when you're like a fresh young girl in your energy. It's the most masculine phase. And the type of the maiden, so like spritey and like just like I'm doing this, and very like confident, bold, independent, and really holds her no. And it reminds me of like me when I was a girl, and I was so clear saying no when I didn't want something. If I didn't like it, I would be very loud and clear in no. And along the way, as we get older, that's kind of squashed out. And while we may not out no like that in our daily lives for social, to be in our internal no, even if you don't even say anything, but just like from the inside, being this strong, stable of what our boundaries are. And so we want to do a practice with all of you. If y'all are in a place, maybe outside, can do this practice of let's get up and walk around and feeling no in rooms. And squeeze your core. Feel your take a breath into your womb. Squeeze it out. Any nervousness, any fear around your no, any old stories. New breath in. Fresh life into your womb space. Squeeze it out. Inhale, breathe in from your womb all into your throat. Or one more time, your womb. And on your exhale, I want you to say no. No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
No. No.
However it comes out, long no, as if you were saying no. Save your life. Really intense no to save someone in your life. You're protecting yourself.
No.
And it can help to use your hands too. Pushing out motion. No. No. No, protect your sphere. Feel your energetic sphere of light that's around you from your front, above you, on all sides. Feel the space behind you. Really breathe in your sphere. And now push it out, saying no to anything you don't want in your golden. No, no,
No,
no.
no, no, thank you.
Feeling
No,
out your whole sphere.
no.
No, no.
No,
Yes,
no,
Maiden is
no,
so.
no.
No,
No, no, no, not mine. No,
no.
thank you.
Your sphere expanding out. Okay, and then notice how you feel now. Notice how your field is expanded now, protected, so that you can actually be more in yourself when you're around your other people, and specifically, maybe family at this time of year, and how you can feel that at any time. Just feel your sphere expanded around you so that you can stay in yourself and in your true expression. And it's and it'll be less hard, less easy for others to penetrate that sphere and trigger you or do things that may make you upset or trigger old stories, old emotions. It's like, no, like that's not me. That's not mine. I don't have to take that on. To bring a smile to your face and yeah. And it's also like the setting boundaries. So you can verbally speak your boundaries and tell the people in your life, like I can't be around that. Like I can't. Like this is what I need um, for this gathering together, or and that can really come in like at the beginning of your day, the main thing for the beginning of the day, or the beginning of things that you need um, to prepare and be able to so you can say it at the beginning.
Yes, it can be much more well received if you are like preemptive. If you're like, just so you know, this is what would support me, and just setting it up the space so that everyone can feel good, right? Because people don't, they're not wanting to trigger you, right? Like they want to respect your boundaries. And so if you can verbally set that up beforehand, then it can feel more supportive sometimes. Okay, so we're going to come now into the mother. Thank you for that, Riza. That was a beautiful practice. So the mother is the middle of the day, and she's when you're ovulating, and she wants to give. She finds pleasure in giving. She's nourishing, she's providing. And what we want to make sure when you are with your family, when you're in a situation where you're in relationship with lots of people, you want to make sure that you're giving from the overflow. So the the well balanced, well nourished mother she gives to herself first, and then she gives to others from her overflow. And so when you're coming, like, right, you're in the middle of your event. Whoa. Your face looks very interesting, Chris. It was just really close up for a second. Maybe you're getting tired of like connecting with people, you're getting tired of being nurturing. And so come back into giving to yourself. And so just start practicing now by rubbing your back, your pelvis, the back of your pelvis, the back of your ribs. And you can dig your fingers into your back. You can lean forward and pat your back. You can make sounds. Maybe if you just want to like step outside during the middle of the event and like make some sound and rub yourself and feel all of that love, all of that energy from your hands and put it into your body. So you can rub your palms together. Feel all the love from your heart flowing through your arms into the palms of your hands, and make it really big and bright and juicy, and breathe. Breathe into your palms, and then waterfall that attention, that magic that's in your palms back into your own skin. Massage your throat, the skin over your heart. Maybe drag the fingertips in across your chest. Maybe come into your armpit. Give your armpit a squeeze. So it depends, right, how much space that you have during the Thanksgiving day. But like this can be really weird. Like you can go out into the bathroom and just like rub yourself, or you can, like if you're sitting at a table, you can just like rub your forearms underneath the table. Rub your palms, your thumb, where your thumb meets your hand, like dig the knuckle of your other thumb into that space. And then I don't know how much space you have, but you can take a little bit of oil and rub your belly, your ribs, or just touch yourself, right? Like we don't always have the space of like, I'm going to go rub oil on myself, but we always have the space to touch ourselves. Like, and just feel your touch as if it were the first time, and put your attention back into your tissues. And imagine that the light and the love of the earth is flowing through your body and out your hands and then back into your skin. So that can be a really simple but effective practice to use. And then we'll go into Enchantress. So Enchantress is dusk. She is like sunset and right before sunset. And she is transformation. She is the archetype that's inside of you that is powerful. She's powerful. Welcome back, Cummingly. Thank you for coming back. I just get so jazzed about the dark archetypes, and I feel like they're really shamed by society and sort of villainized. And both the Enchantress and the Wise Woman are so beautiful. And I think that there's a lot of women that feel trapped or crazy or like something's wrong with them because we don't talk about these archetypes. And they're inside of us. They're parts of us that need to be celebrated. And darkness is so beautiful. And yes, so I just wanted to say that, like, these are powerful, they're powerful forms of femininity, and they've been suppressed, and they deserve to be celebrated within you just as much as the light archetypes. So Enchantress, she is a powerful bridge. She can literally bridge dimensions, and she can wield so much power. And she is at the time of your cycle right before you start to bleed. So between ovulation and bleeding. And right, this is like PMS time. and where we can feel a lot of things. We can feel a lot of contradictory things all at once. We can feel really good and then really, really a lot of tension from like 1 minute to the next. And it's always been like, oh, that's your crazy PMS stage. And it's like, no, this is my Enchantress. And she is powerful. She has the capacity to feel all these things and hold them all. And she is the bridge between worlds. So, sorry. I've been feeling her a lot during this time because we're in the Enchantress season and it's getting dark earlier. And sometimes, like right before it gets dark, I'm feeling anxiety come up in me because I'm like, oh my God, it's already getting dark. And so really honing in and like coming back to the power of the Enchantress that lives in your body. She sits at the back of your heart. So you can even put your hand in the back of your heart and one hand over your womb. And we're just going to breathe these really deep, powerful, full body womb breaths. And the point of this is that you're anchoring in. So like when we start to feel like we're getting pulled in all these different directions, anchoring back in, rooting back into your womb, to your heart, to the earth. So fill your whole body up with your inhale. Drink your air in as long as you want. And then on your exhale, soften. And start to sort of constrict the back of your throat so that you can hear your breath coming in. Fill your whole belly up. Feel your ribs expanding. Feel your heart expanding. And then as you exhale, you can make sound. You can make a sound, or you can just continue with that constricted breath. And breathe all the way out, like really squeeze your ribs together. And imagine that you have roots growing out of your sit bones or whatever part of your body is touching the earth. And as you exhale, root your roots down into the mycelium network of the earth that's feeding you, that's nourishing you. And as you inhale, imagine that you can breathe that support, those nutrients from the earth into your womb, into your heart. And feel your capacity for air. Feel all that you're able to hold inside your beautiful body. And exhale, soften. Okay, beautiful. So that is just like a deep, full womb breath that you can do. Kind of what I shared in the story. You can do that anytime to like really come back to your full power. And when you're feeling sort of chaotic, root down into the earth and harness the power of your Enchantress. Beautiful. Yes. And let us know if you're having any reactions, if anything's coming up for you. Let us know in the comments. Thank you for, yeah, I think a lot of you related to what I'm saying about the archetypes. So thank you for that. And it's really beautiful to feel that.
Yeah. Strong right now.
Hey. Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. fall, and it's a time of really big transition in our body, with it getting darker and colder, and we don't want to underestimate like how it is a really big transition for our body, and how can we give ourselves more love, more.
I can hear you. Oh no. Oh no, we might have lost her. Okay, so the fourth feminine archetype is the wise woman. And she is winter, she is nighttime, she is your bleed when you're bleeding. And kind of what I was saying before. Oh no. Can you hear me? Oh no. Yeah, okay. Yay. So she is also sort of, she's really internal, and she's all about this deep and profound knowing that lives inside of you. Riza, how's your connection? Okay, I'll just keep going. So
I think I probably shouldn't try.
okay. So what
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna
going
do
too in and out, I
now
think.
is, okay, that's so sad. We're gonna do some micro movements. And these are really powerful. These are so powerful, especially when you're with your family, because you can do them. Oh, we lost her. We can do them all the time. And micro movements are the slowest possible continuous movement. And these are from Amba. These are a practice from Amba movement. And so it's just the slowest possible continuous movement. And you can do them with your fingers. You can do them with just your pointer finger. Let's do this. Go into just your pointer finger on your right hand. And move that finger in the slowest possible continuous movement. And this can feel really jerky sometimes. And that's okay. And micro movements are repatterning, they're reconditioning your patterning. So when they are jerky, I like to imagine that that is like old patterns exiting my body. And they're really powerful for your nervous system, for resetting your nervous system. Okay, and then bring your left index finger into the movement. So both index fingers are just moving in the slowest possible continuous movement. And once you're complete with that, you can move to the next finger. So you can bring those fingers to stillness and play with moving your middle fingers in the slowest possible continuous movement. Hi, Beauty. Thank you for joining. And your wise woman, I'm going to just talk about the wise woman as we're doing these micro movements. She sits in the back of your womb. And she is a version of you. All right, and then go to your ring fingers. So you're moving your ring fingers in the slowest possible continuous movement. She's a version of you that has seen everything and has done everything. And she knows everything. The mysteries of the universe are like child's play to her. As you're doing your micro movements, soften into the back of your womb and just see if your wise woman wants to appear to you. What does she look like? What does she sound like? Is she holding anything? Does she have any companions with her? Does she have any messages for you? Okay, and then just release the need to move a specific finger and move all 10 of your fingers in the slowest possible continuous movement. And open to receive without expectation any messages that your wise woman wants to share with you in this moment. Breathe and soften. The wise woman laughs she sort of chuckles at any sort of judgments that are coming up, may arise. She doesn't judge things as good or bad. And she doesn't have to do anything. She just is. And you can inhabit her. She is you. You can look down on yourself from the bird's eye view of your wise woman. And you can recognize any larger patterning that's coming through the micro movements of your fingers, any patterning that you've been frustrated by with your family. She can see the bigger picture here. And I pray that the wise woman in each of us will protect us, will hold us and our families and our human family in love. In love. she knows that everything is love. Pray that she will hold us in that love and that compassion. Hmm. Hmm. Hi, beauties. And just thank your wise woman, this exquisite, wise, ancient version of you that lives in the back of your womb. And know that she is always here with you. And you can drop into her whenever you want. And so these micro movements are a really beautiful embodiment tool that you can use with your family at any time. And if you would like more support in understanding and communicating with your wise woman, we are doing, Yoni Temple School is having a beautiful retreat this January in Malibu, on a farm right across from the ocean inside of our Lotus Bell tent. Oh, Hemingly, yes. If anything came up for you during that meditation, I know it was brief. It was just a very, very quick taste that we're giving you of these practices to support you. Please feel free to share in the comments or message us. My personal Instagram is Embodied Beings Rising, so you can reach me on there or on here. And yeah, so our retreat will be focused on activating your wise woman and meeting this like deep, profound source that lives in your body through all the elements. So each day has a different elemental focus, but all of them are centered on how we can go into new layers of knowing within ourselves. Hi, Hannah. And go into new layers of knowing within ourselves and merge with the source that lives in our bodies so that we can create our 2021 from the space of the wise woman. A lot of structures have been kind of dismantling, and we want to create new structures that serve us. And we can do that by creating from this infinite, beautiful space that lives in our bodies. Beautiful. So that is coming up January 18th to 22nd. And remember that we're offering you a free class on Thursday morning, 7:30 to 9, to really anchor into your body for that's tomorrow, your holiday. I'm learning how to be in my body. Yes. Hummingly. If you want to share your name, I'd love to know your name. That is so beautiful. And I really appreciate your courage and you showing up for yourself and being here. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. Oh, yay. Be so beautiful to move with you tomorrow morning. And let us know, reach out to us and let us know how all these practices went. just to reiterate, we went over the maiden and setting up your energetic field, saying no, the mother, giving from the overflow, self-massage, self-touch, the enchantress, deep womb breathing to root down and harness your energy and be the bridge between worlds and hold everything that you're feeling. And then the wise woman, microbe movements, tapping into your inner knowing. So all these tools are available for you to use throughout your day, tomorrow, throughout the holidays. And just recognize all the cycles that you're going through during the day and see if you can feel that today. Oh, yes, it will be posted. It will be posted. This video will be posted on our IGTV. Thank you, Natalie, for asking that. And I apologize for the technical challenges and just sending you so much love. Your name is Harmeet. Harmeet, am I saying that right? Hi, Sky. Yes, so that's the end. And thank you so much for being here with me. And reach out, reach out. I love you. Sending you so much love and have yourself such a beautiful day. Bye, beauties.